Hi, this is Corporate Pero Latina here, talking about index funds. If you've watched my other videos, you're familiar with what a stock index is, and if you're not familiar with it, go watch them so you can understand this video. If you invest in an individual company, you're going to be spending a lot of time tracking the performance of this company to make sure that it's actually generating you profits. And if it is, that's amazing, but you'll still be at risk of losing money if all of a sudden the shares decide to tank. You have to be a very active investor if you start buying into individual companies, but like, ain't nobody got time for that. The stock index like the S&P 500 tracks all these different companies and their performance, but you can't actually buy into the S&P 500 index. So this is when index funds come into play. But just like a stock index, an index fund tracks the performance of a group of stocks, but you can actually buy shares of this fund. So for instance, there are index funds that try to imitate the performance of the S&P 500 by including these 500 companies in the fund to try to match the performance of the S&P 500. So if you buy shares of this index fund, then you as an investor own a small percentage of every single one of those 500 companies, rather than only owning a small percentage of this one company. So there are some low-cost index funds, and then there are some which require a minimum investment of like $3,000. And then after that, you can just add on to it by whatever amount. It all just depends on what kind of industry or companies you're trying to invest in. Investing in index funds is less risky because the gains of some of the companies in your fund can offset the losses of other companies in the same fund. But if you're all in on one company, the loss is a loss. So if you're just starting to learn about investing or actually starting to invest, it might be a good idea to first invest in an index fund, and then later down the road, you can save some more money, which can be your play money, which you can use to then make some riskier investments, but you'll still have your initial investment sitting there safely in an index fund. You know what they say about not putting all your eggs in one basket. So the takeaways from this video are: don't be reckless with your money, and you should like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.